Before you resume this site, you must have boreholes for the people to drink water. It must be this depth, so that their water that they will drink is secured. You'll provide public toilets for them. Open defecation around the mining site has become very rampant, that people have cholera, people die, and they'll have a lot of methane emission. There are schools. What do you want to do? Because our children have now vacated school because they are seeing money in mining. So how do you resume going to school? How do you encourage the children of that community to go to school? If yes, they can mine, vis-a-vis go to school. But we cannot sit down and watch a generation abandoning schooling because of mining. Health facilities. How do we discuss how to provide emergency rescue mission, emergency health facilities, and even primary health care centers that can support that community? How do people transition from living in mud houses? Because you are mining, taking gold, taking lithium, taking tantalite, taking tourmaline, taking stones from them, taking lithium, from the society. You are making millions of dollars, and you are impoverishing these communities. How will that translate into those people having a sustainable lifestyle? And I'll give you an example. It is very, very common among miners to say he's rich today and he's poor tomorrow. And you ask them, they will say, our business has some spirit in it. That's what they say. They say it has spirit, that you lose your wealth because of some spirits come and take your this thing. But it's not like that. It is because even when they make these riches, there is nobody to guide them on how to manage resources. They go buy vehicles, buy cars, marry women, start traveling around. Tomorrow they're in Burkina Faso, they are prospecting for. Everybody becomes a prospector. And he will lose the entire money on the value chain and no value. So this responsible mining regime is why I have called you, and this is the idea we have about responsible mining. We don't want to point any accusing finger at all of you. We want to say, you know that you are taken from our land. So all of you here that have shown responsibility to appear before this means you know you are miners. How can we solve the menace of mining? How can we make mining more attractive? How can we make mining more sustainable? How can we protect the environment? This is why we have called you to discuss. There is a symbiotic relationship between insecurity in Niger State and mining. From our intels, there are gadgets that if you put on Earth, it will detect within a radius the presence of certain minerals on ground. So these illegal miners, I will call them, if they identify a spot, whether there is a village there or no village there, they would come with either cutlasses, or they'll come with guns, or they'll come with fire. They will not even talk to the people in the village. They will come shooting sporadically and drive these people out of their area take over the area because they want to do mining. After a while, when you go to reclaim those areas, you would see a lot of pit holes. You know? How do we address issues of sinkholes? Of recent, we lost so many lives in Shiroro. Right now, we're facing a lot of security challenges around Shiroro Rafi. Even for our security forces to have access into those places, we cannot, because the land is so degraded. We had a satellite view, a drone view of a place around Shiroro Rafi area. There are over 1,000 or 2,000 miners. They live in that place. They have markets. They have okadas. And the people are selling some, I don't know what is it, whether they're stones, big stones. I don't know whether they want to mine it somewhere, because people are digging. So everybody has a spot that they are mining. You know, I think I've shared some with you. You know, so you can even bring that in, give it to them, let them project it, let them see what we are talking about. Give it to Jasper, let them project it so that you see what we have seen. You know, and somebody would come, and he's the owner of the land. He will be giving you plot by plot. He's plotting people's land. So there is need for us to please think about ourselves, think about our children, think about our community, think about our state, think about our country. We can do this mining in a better way. First, to reorganize these artisanal miners into cooperatives, get their identity, get their numbers, and make sure that those that are due to go to school will go to school. Those that have some ailments are treated. This is responsible mining. How do we, okay, people are shouting, Alawa is the most remotest part of Niger State. Why are people there? Lithium and gold. The Boko Harams are there, the ISWAP, they are there, you know, the artisanal and miners are there. Because there is nothing, Alawa doesn't even have power. It's not attractive. There's not even good road to Alawa. Why has it become a point of attraction for people? You should understand that, yes, it is because people have seen a belt of deposits and they are exploiting that deposit. There was a day we put a toll gate to block any mines coming out from Munya, Shiroro, or Niger State into Kaduna and into Nasarawa. The companies that are doing lithium in Kaduna, Mando, had to come to us to ask us, please, they have shortage of lithium supply. And we asked them to follow the proper channel. Tell your people who are doing smuggling or illegal mining to do the proper thing. Why didn't they come and set up the plant in Alawa? Or in Shiroro, or Munya, or Sarkin Power, or Kagara? So, in this responsible mining regime that we're trying to go into, we are trying to discuss with you, how do we even you, all of you as working separately, how do we bring you together to form industry? How do we have a gold processing industry in Niger State so that you don't need to carry your gold to another state to go and process? How do you make aggregation of gold easier? How do you even have numbering or stamp on your gold so that it avoids theft, traceability?